Alright everyone, it is now time for my second Q&A video here on YouTube. And first of all, I want to thank everyone that submitted questions to me for this Q&A video. Uh, the last time I did a Q&A video was over a year and a half ago, and I only got maybe about 15 questions. But for this time though, I got 48 questions. Coming from 9 different users. And so that's a lot of questions, so this will probably take more than one part to do. But we'll see what happens. Alright, let's get to the questions, shall we? We have 5 questions here from Goblin Fan 2007, aka Daniel. And his first question is, what do you like to do in your spare time? Well, in my spare time, I like going for walks, playing video games, watching YouTube videos, and uploading YouTube videos, and so on. So, yeah. Uh, okay, his next question. Have you worn black dress shoes and white socks before? Well, I have. I have worn black dress shoes and white socks before. Not necessarily together. I have worn them though. Although I don't know what it is with Daniel, his obsession with white socks and black dress shoes. But then again, everyone has something they're obsessed with. And I guess for Daniel, it's white socks and black dress shoes. And I don't really blame him for that. Alright, his third question. How many Xbox games do you have? Well, now this one's a repeat question because Daniel asked me this question in my first Q&A video. And at the time, I had 15 Xbox games. Since then, my collection has gone up a little bit, and I now have a total of 20 Xbox games in my collection. Yep, 20 of them. And I'll try to get some more games pretty soon. His next question, what kind of music do you listen to? I don't really listen to any kind of music. Not that I'm not allowed to listen to any music, but I just don't take interest in it. And what kind of camera do you use to make YouTube videos? I mostly use the webcam here on my laptop, which is right here. So yeah, that's the kind of camera I use. Okay, now, so that's it for Daniel's questions, and I got 7 questions from Obster06, aka Aubrey, and his first question is, which Wheel of Fortune theme do you enjoy the most? Well, I enjoy the 1989 to 1989 and 1992 theme the most. I almost said 1989 to 1982. Yeah, but it's the 1989 and 1992 Wheel of Fortune theme that I enjoy the most, because I think it's the best version of the theme. What was your experience like at Studio 33 at CBS Television City? Uh, well, the experience was pretty good. Uh, now, to see taping of The Price is Right, well, it's not exactly easy. First, you have to get the tickets in advance. Pardon my yawning. And even then, there's no guarantee you'll get into the studio because they generally have more people with tickets than they can fit into the studio. So basically, you got to try to line up as early as possible if you want to get in. I got there at into the line at around 4 a.m. and it worked out pretty well for me. Uh, and and then I went back to the hotel around 6 a.m., had a little nap, and then went back to the line around 8:15 a.m. and have to go through all sorts of processes, including interviews and all that other stuff. What's your favorite Price is Right pricing game? My favorite Price is Right pricing game would be Plinko. It's been on the show since 1983, I believe, January 1983, and has now been on The Price is Right for over 27 years. It's not only my most favorite game, it's also the most popular game on The Price is Right by far. A lot of people would probably agree with me on that. So yeah, Plinko is my favorite. Do you have any siblings? I have one brother, and he's a little bit older than I am. Uh, my brother is, well, actually, no, I'm not going to say how old my brother is, because it's kind of giving out personal information. Next question from Aubrey is, I do remember you mentioning you like Disney films, particularly the Santa Claus. I like that one too. Which Disney animated films do you like, if any? I like The Lion King. It's a pretty good movie, in my opinion. Kind of sad in one scene, but it's still one of my favorites. And I also like Aladdin. That's another one of my favorite Disney movies right there. And so yeah, Aladdin and Lion King are probably two Disney animated films that I like the most. Would you consider going to Texas? Well, as a matter of fact, I would indeed consider going to Texas. Mainly because there's two Major League Baseball teams that play in Texas, the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. So yes, I would consider going to Texas. And the last question from Aubrey, do you like cats? Well, Aubrey, I do enjoy seeing your cat, Tiger, in your YouTube videos. So, yeah, I guess you could say that I like cats. Guess you could say that. Alright, how are we doing for time? Oh, okay, well, we have time for a few more. I got three questions here from Downs A530, aka David. And, of course, I traded with him a few months ago, and he's a really great guy. And, of course, he runs the Fun and Games channel here on YouTube. His first question, who's your favorite game show host? Well, although he's not a game show host anymore, I would say probably Bob Barker would have to be one of my favorite. What's your favorite video game system? Well, I've played a lot of video game systems in my time, so it's hard to pick just one as a favorite. But, so, although, David, if you want me to be specific on just one, then I'll say the NES. And what's your favorite video game? Pretty much anything that has to do with, any video game that has to do with sports, or Wheel of Fortune, or any other kind of game show for that matter. Yep, and that will do it for part one of this Q&A video. I will answer some more of your questions when we come back for part two.